Thorne also for trying.
You're welcome.
We have just one new judge with 2 inches.
Okay. Let me see here. I'm gonna print these real quick. Anna, would you print the MTRP on 1199, please? And I'm gonna print the other one real quick. Give me just a second. All right, give me just a second. All right, so are you Kevin DeMond Ross?
Yes, ma'am.
And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment and the motions?
He will in all.
Mr. Ross, in cause number 251310, you're charged with the third-degree felony offense of evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle from June 13th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they've charged you with? I have here on the tablet some documents in that case that have your signature on them that the state's marked as Exhibit Number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Burbank? Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1,
Veteran Storm.
it's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Ross is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
Let me look at something real quick. I'm printing something else. Sorry, I'm trying to find the pre-sentence report real quick and the,
The underlying.
I think I've got it probably in this case. I think I was looking at the wrong one. Yeah. Obviously, I'm looking at not 11, how quickly he reoffended with the same thing, and truly the outlandish way
Yes.
in which he did it.
Judge, we had an honest discussion about the fact that the court might reject that. And if so, that would be completely understood. And we would be happy to go back and discuss it further. And at that point, it may be best to just go open on the MTRPs and allow me to prove up all of those administrative violations. That way you have everything kind of at your disposal. He doesn't have any felony criminal history, but obviously the new offense was egregious as well as the underlying. So Mr. Burbank and I have discussed that.
I don't see the PSI in either of mine, Anna. Maybe I'm missing it. But Ms. Malfino had it, but I'd like to see that entire PC. See why it's not there. Yeah, so the first time in March of last year, that offense, sorry, I'm just trying to get a look at the whole picture. Give me a
Here's the
second.
PC on the new law.
I've got that already. Thank you. This is the one I need to. All right, I'm printing one more thing as well. I can't, the PC's come up on my computer looking like a foreign language. So the first offense that you're on probation for, there was a actual accident. Okay, and then the new offense starts in Port Arthur.
Goes all over.
127 miles an hour
I
or more.
I question that, Judge, because I did see the video. And I don't think that car could go 127 miles an hour.
It's a pretty specific speed for the cops to
Well,
be
that's
saying.
probably what he had to do in order to catch up to me.
Nearly struck other motorists, splitting the lanes. Had to advise DPS, Jefferson County, Port Arthur, Groves, Nederland, because he's going all over the place. Blacking lights out. Yeah, no, I'm not going to accept this agreement on the motions. I'm going to delete the paper. Well, we can do a couple things. We can either go forward. Let me get pleas on the motion of true or not true. If he wants to plead not true, we can have a hearing. The state can bring evidence. If he wants to plead true, I'll get an updated pre-sentence report and we'll have a hearing on sentencing.
I'm gonna have to ask that we withdraw everything, Judge, and give me a little bit of time so I can try to figure something out.
Sure. I do want, sooner rather than later, to go through the motions and get pleas of true or not true. So at least that moves the case forward, because once we do that, then we're going to still reset it for a hearing.
If you just give me a couple of weeks, or a week and a half, I mean, depending on what happens.
Let's set Mr. Ross on Tuesday the 16th. We're going to be busy on Tuesday the 16th, and I'll delete all the paperwork and withdraw everything. You can go back with the bailiff. So I really don't know if I need. Good morning. Are you Gerald Downs?
Yes, ma'am.
And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment in each case? Would you fill in the dates on those for me, please, ma'am? All right. Mr. Downs, in cause number 24, well, let's see, what counts are we going on? Count one only?
On count one only on
All right, let me get that pulled up properly. Is that in both cases?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, thank you. All right, and cause number 24, DCCR 0566. The state has elected to proceed on count 1 only. It alleges you committed the third-degree felony offense of evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle from January 28th of 2023. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you did what they charged you with?
Yes, ma'am.
Give me a second to pull the other one up. Sorry, it takes a minute for me to pull it up the right way so I can make those notations. All right, and cause number 24, DCCR 1023, the state's also elected to proceed on count 1 only. It alleges you committed the third-degree felony offense of deadly conduct discharging a firearm from January 28th of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And because you did what they charged you with. In each of these cases, I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Lewis? Do you fully understand them? And do you understand, if I follow the agreements that you've made with the district attorney, that you will be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number 1 in each case.
No objection.
It's admitted in each case. Is there any evidence that Mr. Downs is not competent?
No objection.
All right, Mr. Downs, in each of your cases, I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of guilty freely and voluntarily, find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of those pleas. In cause number 24, DCCR 0566, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time, find you guilty of evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 6 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. And then in cause number 24, DCCR 1023, also find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of deadly conduct discharging a firearm. Sentence you in accordance with that agreement to a term of 6 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will also receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. These cases will run concurrently, which means together at the same time. I'm handing you the trial court certification in each case that shows that these were agreements that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. I've also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgments entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. Firearm is a legal term, and you should read the written admonishment I provide you to see what devices qualify as a firearm. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Mr. Lewis. It's my understanding, is there already a